Alrighty then.
That's what I was about to do.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Were you a monk in a previous life?
Yes. Guys, welcome to Real Awkward.
Where we be making things real awkward.
This is the podcast where awkwardness becomes standard.
Awkwardness becomes reality.
My name's Andy.
I'm Amanda.
I am Ashley.
And for the next 45 minutes, we're about to make your ears bleed.
I missed this is the best damn podcast you heard today.
Yeah, can we do that?
Try
again.
Go back to
Try
that.
again.
All right, okay, you ready?
Yep.
Ready?
Okay, yeah.
Listeners, please still stay on the line.
Yeah. Stay on the line.
Welcome to the best damn podcast you heard
Today.
This episode is very special. It's about what, Ashley? It's not Christopher Nolan. Bale Man. Ouch.
Christian Bale.
Christian Bale. Now, Amanda, on this episode is a very special episode called Our Street Cred. Tell everyone what that's about.
Okay, here's the deal. So, in a Street Cred episode, Ashley's going to pull up somebody's IMDb credits. We're going to start at the bottom, work our way to the top. Now we're here. And we're going to shit on some stuff. We're going to say we love some stuff. Andy's going to relate some things to how old he was.
10. I'm always 10 for some reason.
And then we're going to ask for synopsis.
Yeah, a couple of them.
Yeah.
I don't ask as much. When
you
we
can use
first
your
started
lifeline.
this thing, I want a synopsis on every movie, but now I'm good.
I'm gonna ask for the movie cover because that's how I know things.
Fair, because we all used
Because
to
we
work
worked
at
at
Blockbuster. Question for both of you. How many movies of Christian Bale's do you think you've actually seen?
Okay, so during the mid the mid 2000s,
Yeah.
kind of right when he was about to become Batman
Having
and
his
in there,
comeuppance?
I feel like I had seen a good chunk.
Okay, sure.
I know I haven't seen a lot of stuff he's done lately.
Number one, I didn't know until I think 3 or 4 years ago that he was Australian.
He's not Australian.
What is he?
He's British.
You'll find out.
Oh, really? I thought he was Australian.
I thought he was British.
No.
Maybe he is British. Oh, wait. Hugh Jackman is Australian. I confused them both.
Jackman.
I confused them both because they were in a movie together.
To answer your question, I think I've seen 2.5.
You've seen 2.5.
I think you've seen more than you think you have.
Really?
Yeah, maybe. I think I've seen at least 10 to 12 Christian Bale
I think that's
films.
where I'm at.
We should do this at the beginning of every street.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
So Ash, you're going to
Yeah.
run down his IMDb.
Yeah, but first I'm going to give you a
And you're
little
little biography.
Little snippet.
Okay, talk to
Okay.
us about Christian Bale.
Christian Charles Philip Bale.
Oh, one of the four name people.
Was born in Pembrokeshire, Wales.
Oh, he's Walish.
Oof. Walish.
On January 30th, 1974, to English parents Jennifer James and David Bale. His mother was a circus performer, and his father, who was born in South Africa, was a commercial pilot. The family lived in different countries throughout Bale's childhood, including England, Portugal, and the United States. Bale acknowledges the constant change was one of the influences of his career choice.
Interesting. Okay, cool. Very cool. So, I mean, that's pretty standard. Nothing crazy, right?
I mean, his mom was a circus performer.
Okay, that's not, okay, sure.
Andy
that's
thinks
a little
that's
weird.
fairly normal.
I used to be
apparently.
a carny for 3 years when I was
my
14 to
God.
16. I can tell you guys how to take the bottles down,
Okay.
but I won't. It's a trade secret.
So his
House of the
first
Carnies.
credit was in 1986, so he would have
Oh, dang.
been 12 years old. He was in 2 episodes of a show called Anastasia, The Mystery of Anna.
All right.
Stasia.
Then he did 4 episodes of a show called Heart of the Country.
Oh, so this was the TV start, and he's a young whippersnapper.
And then he did a movie called Mio in the Land of Far Away.
I wish you guys could see Ash. She's presenting each
Everyone.
one.
It's
and
like
she's
Vanna White.
Yeah, she's pulling her arm across a rainbow.
His next movie is Empire of the Sun.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Strikes Back, and I was so excited.
I thought you were going to say Newsies.
Why? Wait, Empire of the Sun.
Yeah.
I've heard of it.
I
you wanna see the
definitely
cover?
have seen the cover. And I
So
feel
what does the cover look like? Tell me.
it's like
It's a sunset.
yeah, but it's almost like mirage-y looking, right? Yeah.
That ain't mirage.
That's not,
What's it
no.
about?
You want a synopsis already?
Yeah.
You only get 3 synopsis.
It's one where I always saw the cover, but I never watched it.
We should have a rule that we get a 3 synopsis lifeline.
Sure.
Nah.
It was directed by Steven Spielberg.
That's why I
a young
remember it.
English boy struggles to survive under Japanese occupation of China during World War II.
See, I knew that's what it was.
Yeah, an English boy in China
Yeah.
while Japan. Yeah.
Japan was evil back in the day, by the way. During World War II, like Japanese are so kind-hearted people now, but back then they were like, let's take advantage of the whole crazy war going on, and we're just going to try to like take over China. And I was like, but you're just a little island. And then they succeeded. I'm sorry, this is not a war podcast, but I think
it's
that was
interesting.
very interesting that Japan had the power to just be like, and now China is a freaking like tech capital / military presence, and Japan's like, oh, don't get me. Okay, all
I'm
right.
a little island.
I'm just little bit Japan. I don't know why it's an Irishman. I
know.
It's me, just little
I'm just
Japan.
a wee bit island.
be Lucky Charms.
Just always a little Japans.
Okay. Next, he played Robin the Luggage Boy in Henry V.
Oof.
Hi, Daddy. I got a great role. What is
Hey,
it?
Daddy.
What is it, little Bale? I'm the luggage boy. Okay, go ahead.
Little
Robin the
Bale.
Luggage Boy. His next movie was Treasure Island.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Wait, who's in Treasure Island?
Christian Bale.
Christian Bale.
His brother.
Was it the
Christian Bale?
Was it
Charlton Heston.
Was it No, it wasn't the Disney version then.
Yeah, okay. I was going to say it's the older one. What year?
1990.
Okay, got it. Okay. We got
Next
a lot. We got
was
a
a
lot of
movie
years.
called A Murder of Quality.
In Treasure Island, was he Jim Hawkins?
Yeah. Then he was in Newsies.
Newsies.
Hey, there it is.
This is 1992, so he was 18?
Yes.
Sure.
18 years old.
Yes.
It's a musical.
Cool.
It is a musical.
It's fun.
It's actually not a cult classic, but it's like it around that. If you're gonna have to put it in a category, that's why a lot of people know it because
Yeah.
of the songs.
I don't know. Amy used my sisters used to watch.
Did they do it on Broadway or something?
yeah.
Like,
Yes. Was it ported over from Broadway, or did they do it?
It
as
was like
Broadway
a movie.
after?
I think it was a movie. I don't fucking
So
know.
Newsies first, then Broadway, or
Couldn't tell you.
Broadway, and then was like, let's make this a movie.
Couldn't
I
tell
don't
you.
know.
Okay.
It's Disney. So.
If you're listening and you guys know all about the Newsies, tell us.
Swing Kids.
Swing bada bada.
I see a swastika, so I think it has something to do with Nazis.
Great.
Right? Or just pattern design that's unfortunate.
Doubt it.
Okay. Nope.
Royal Deceit.
We're doing
No.
good. We're
See,
doing
it's
good.
tough when it's childhood actor stuff because none of the roles are crazy prominent very often. It's not,
And I mean, I only would have been like 6 or 8 at this time, so I wouldn't have seen a lot of these.
Right, right. But did you see Little Women?
No, I didn't. But Natalie Portman was a child star for a lot of stuff, and we know a lot of her big names. So
Okay, but what does that have to do with Little Women?
I don't know.
Ain't never seen it.
I ain't never
I
seen
never
it.
seen it.
Next, he was a voice in Pocahontas.
He was John Smith.
He was
more
Thomas.
like Pocahontas.
Was it number 2 or number 1?
Am I right? Am I right? No. All right.
It's only a joke with your child.
I know. Cammy was funny, dude. Did I tell you about that one night?
It's not that
No.
funny.
It is funny.
Do we have to tell it?
Yes. I was reading a story to Cammy.
Okay.
Okay. And I go, she goes, who's that princess? And I'm like, it's Pocahontas. And she's like, more like Pocahontas. And then we laughed for 10 straight minutes. Oh
my God.
Because she thought it was the funniest joke ever. And she was 3.
That's the best though when like they start laughing about something, so then you
And
laugh.
Cammy goes, more like Pocahontas. And I was like, I could not stop laughing because it was like a punchline of a 3-year-old's comedy skit. And I was like, that's incredible. She's so good. Anyway, I like the story. Continue.
The Portrait of a Lady.
And she does the rainbow motion again. Okay.
The Secret Agent.
Man, we're jumping through this stuff, and he's been now. Is he on 10 years of acting? And we only know about Newsies.
Yeah, pretty
And
much.
Empire
Well, then
of the Sun.
Pocahontas, obviously, I just didn't know he was a voice in Pocahontas.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I skipped over that because of the stupid Pocahontas joke. Who did he play in
Thomas.
Oh, okay.
Do you know
I-
who Thomas is?
No.
Neither do I.
There's I think he's in a Pocahontas live action movie later. And I
Christian
think that-
Bale?
I think so.
Okay,
We'll find
cool.
out.
We will find out.
Metroland.
We're doing great.
Velvet Goldmine.
Okay, I said I've seen 12. I'm going to have to bring that down a little bit.
Nah, you can't change your
Maybe
mind.
I've seen 8.
I'm keep going. All the Little Animals.
All the little animals.
A Midsummer Night's Dream.
I've seen that.
With Christian Bale. You remember him in it?
I don't know if that's the one he's in, but it was
okay.
like Kevin Kline, I want to say.
Looks like a familiar cover.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, Kevin Kline, Michelle Pfeiffer.
Who did he play?
He played Demetrius.
Interesting.
Sorry about this episode of Street Cred. This is probably the quickest that
You
we've
don't
gone
have
through.
to apologize.
Yes, I do.
Maybe it'll get better.
It
We're just
might
not
get
there
better,
yet.
but sometimes when
Wait,
you're
wait, wait,
listening to this episode,
Do you think it's not going to get better?
I don't. It might get better. I mean,
It might.
listen.
It's
Listen.
looming in the distance.
When Nolan rolls up in this bitch, he's like, "Dude, you want to do some good movies?"
It's like
Okay.
we need to get to like 2005.
I know.
Yeah, we're
I
still in
know.
1999 here.
I know.
Yeah.
There's a little bit there.
Mary, Mother of Jesus.
That's my favorite
He
one.
plays Jesus of Nazareth.
Wow.
Really? He did a Jesus role?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Where was Mel Gibson?
Nowhere
he
to be
missed
seen.
it, dude. He got Jim Caviezel instead.
American Psycho.
Boom.
That's
where
what
I first
thought
met
put
Christian
him on
Bale.
the map.
This is my half.
Wait, hold on. Listen to that juxtaposition. He did a Jesus movie and then he does American Psycho
Oh, yeah.
next. He's like, I'm just feeling like I want to do something a little different.
Wow,
know?
you sound just like him.
Get out my fucking
You
lights.
sound like Alfred.
Alfred. Even then, sir, I won't want to.
So, American Psycho is an incredible, terrible movie. Like,
Yes, it is. I
it's
agree.
a horrible story.
It's
like,
cult, it's cult style,
but
too.
it's good, dude.
Yeah.
Like, there's just some stuff that is, like classic for a reason. Like, he goes over his whole skincare routine and like, and then the hip to be square part where he's in like the plastic raincoat dancing around.
Was that like the first time that like metrosexuality was like pushed? Because like they're supposed to be beautiful people,
Well,
right?
it was
And
more about
are they
like
salesmen?
yeah, essentially. So it's basically
Yeah,
like
right.
they're selling themselves instead of actually the job they're doing.
Right.
And so they need to look their best. It's all
Right.
about image. It's like the yuppie 80s
Yep.
thing.
Yep.
So
Slicked back hair.
yeah, and
LA
essentially
looks.
like he just
Gel.
goes fucking nuts and kills Jared Leto.
Yes, I remember those scenes are messed up. The sex scene where he's just staring at himself in the mirror.
Like flexing. Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. Sorry, American Psycho's a fantastic role
Yes.
for Christian, and Christian Bale did a damn good job.
Yes.
in it,
And I
so
think it really kind of
catapulted.
I think it didn't necessarily catapult him into like a A-list star,
Yeah.
but I think it made people know what his name was.
People go back all the time. They're like Christian Bale's great roles, and I feel like that's one of them.
He did a great
Yeah.
job.
Okay, sorry.
Okay. Shaft.
Can you dig it?
What was he in?
He's the bad guy.
Dude, I need to watch that again. Is
No, you don't.
Sam Jack, right?
Sam Jack.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah, I need to watch that again. No, you do not.
okay, so here's the deal. I've seen it a million
Shaft.
times. It's bad. It's bad, but it's like hokey bad.
Is it
You
like
get to
guilty
watch
pleasure bad?
Kinda.
Yeah.
I used to have it on VHS. You get to watch Samuel L. Jackson beat the shit out of people.
I feel like I've seen it. I don't remember it.
Early on, Christian Bale. Okay, all the time he plays a good bad guy.
He does play a good bad guy. I agree.
And I mostly just like the Shaft theme song.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Okay, listen, for all of our listeners that love us, Ashley's about to pop that drink, but she was like, I don't want to ruin the microphone. She gave us the look, and I
And
was
then
like, don't
Andy
do
just
it.
silently
I go,
shakes
don't
his
do
head.
it. And then she put her head down like a dog that's in trouble.
Like
that
an
peed on the
ASPCA
floor.
commercial.
In the arms of the Pepsi can.
Okay, sorry. So that was our quick intermission.
Intermission.
Not sponsored by Pepsi.
Captain Corelli's mandolin.
Never synced it.
Oh,
Wait, does that have Nicolas Cage in it?
I don't know.
Yeah. You ain't never seen it?
He's a national treasure.
I'm gonna steal Declaration
So I've
of
heard.
Independence.
I'm gonna steal the Declaration of Independence.
He does have a little Elvis, doesn't he?
Yeah, he tries to be Elvis.
I know. That's great.
Go watch the first Ghost Rider again. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Ghost Rider.
I like as you were about to talk, I started talking. The very first Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
He's trying to be Elvis.
Is he? Okay, I need to rewatch
Yeah.
it. I love you, Eva Mendes.
Laurel Canyon.
Missed it.
Sorry. Listen, Bale, I know you would have been more popular faster if I would have watched some of your stuff. So
No, see, I already got
apologize.
2. Well,
you're
actually,
in-
technically 3 because I've seen Newsies.
You're in for 2.
But I'll say
I'm,
2.
I think I'm only 1 at American Psycho right now that I can recall because I watched Shaft, but I don't remember Shaft.
Can you dig it?
Okay.
Rain of Fire.
Yes.
Saved it.
I remember Rain of Fire only because there's a video game.
Ugh.
I'm not kidding.
And how much does it cost?
I'm
What
not
is it
kidding.
retail
And
for?
I think it's probably $13.99.
What's the MSRP?
But Rain of Fire, I think does he fight a dragon?
Yeah. So it's okay.
Yeah.
So we talked about this on our Matthew McConaughey episode.
God, I
so
don't remember.
Go check that one
I don't
out.
remember now.
So it's Matthew McConaughey's tribe versus Christian Bale's tribe, and they have to fight dragons.
It sounds fantastic.
We
and I
went
need
and
to
saw
watch
it for my
again.
birthday when I was a kid.
When you were 14 years old.
It wasn't
Sure.
bad back then, though, right? Wasn't it one of those?
Oh,
everyone
no, it
like-
was bad.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Even now, I remember like it was kind of just like that was a movie.
Christian, we're gonna fight dragons.
It has a 6.2 on IMDb.
Yeah, that's
It's
not
good.
That's not good.
It's not good.
Okay.
Would I watch it again? Probably.
Rain of Fire.
Equilibrium.
That movie is good.
I
okay,
feel like
I feel better now. I've seen a bunch.
Listen.
I might have seen this.
Listen, so you talk about hidden gems, right? Stuff that a lot of people have not seen. Equilibrium was a low budget, like B action movie that
Yeah.
turned out to be really good. Funny enough, Taye Diggs, I think, is in it.
Yeah.
With Christian Bale, and they are literally assassins. Is that what it is?
It's supposed to, yeah, they're basically people who, if you have like literature and stuff that it like inspires thought and feelings,
Right.
They are
Feeling,
the-
feeling is
outlawed.
illegal.
they are the
Yeah.
people who like take you out. So here's what I'll say: if you are like a diehard V for Vendetta person,
This
or like
movie's
Fahrenheit
very
451,
much like
you
that.
need to go watch Equilibrium.
I agree. But Equilibrium's cool for a couple different reasons. Number one, that the narrative they play with and the type of psychological storyline that deals with trying to censor. It's
Yeah.
all about
Yeah.
censorship.
Yes.
But the cool part is they sneak in like a unique, cool sci-fi action movie. So these guys are trained to move their bodies. It's not like Matrix, but they move in a way when they shoot their guns that nobody can shoot them with bullets. So like there's a bunch of scenes where they like teach them how to like use their weapons to not get hit by bullets. And it seems, now that I'm saying it out loud, seems like fucking stupid. But I remember watching it and I was like, oh, that was actually really well done. And Christian Bale's, we have spoilers, by the way, on this podcast. Christian Bale's character goes against his role to go censor stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
he
it's,
falls in love, I think, with a lady and blah,
it's
blah,
good.
blah. Yeah.
It's a,
But I remember it being it's freaking awesome. I need to watch it. I have it, I think, on DVD.
Oh,
and I
yeah.
think it's an old Blockbuster case that has no cover where we printed it. So
Yeah.
it's like blue with crappy like lettering on it. That is all.
Okay. Have you seen The Machinist?
Yes.
that movie is so good.
Okay.
Okay, I think I'm at 6 movies now.
Yeah,
so
you're doing
I'm
good. I think I'm
cruising.
only at
What was your
3.
estimate?
10 to 12.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I'll be just fine.
The Machinist, he still hasn't had crazy breakthrough roles yet. Like,
no,
like,
but
like
this is
big
when he's kind
AAA.
of doing not like starring, like he's still the star.
Yeah.
But this is where he's kind of still doing almost the indie thing for a while.
Yeah.
The Machinist came out right when the indie movies were really popular.
When focus features were what was
Yes.
on the beginning of the
So
film's lines.
I
Yeah.
remember Blockbuster. I was waiting, or when did it come out?
I think it was before to our time at
I think
Blockbuster.
2004.
Okay.
Yeah.
I remember
Only by a couple years.
because I used to watch a lot of the indie kind of like weird stuff, and I saw an ad for it, and I didn't even recognize that it was him at first.
Right, because he dropped himself down to,
He was like 90 or 100 pounds.
and all he did, he ate an apple a day. That's all he ate.
And yeah, it was black coffee, cigarettes, and apple.
That's nuts.
And I think at the urging of his doctor, he had to eat like a can of tuna every other day or
He
something.
literally dropped his ass down
He-
to under 100 pounds, and he looked sickly in that film.
I know we'll probably talk about
Yeah.
this as a continuing thing, but he is so like die hard in these roles that instead of wearing a fat suit or instead of doing certain things,
Right.
he transforms his body.
He will gain that weight or lose it.
The Machinist, it's not even like jokingly calling him Skeletor.
No.
He is skeletal.
He lost so much weight for that role.
He has no body fat.
No.
And they really took advantage of his physical appearance because he's shirtless for most of that movie.
It's interesting that like him, Matthew McConaughey, Jared Leto, they've all done this like body freaking dysmorphia. Like they've
that's not
not dysmorphia. That literally
it's just a very extreme body transformation.
yeah, but the transformations like they are on the verge, if not so unhealthy.
Yeah.
I can't imagine that it didn't destroy his immune system or something.
It's not good for your body to
Right.
go very thin, very heavy. Because if you think about it, so he had, within a few years before this, American Psycho and Shaft, he wasn't thin, but he wasn't like jacked. He was kind of like average-ish, maybe a little muscular, but not crazy.
Yeah.
So then he goes into The Machinist, where he has zero body fat. There is absolutely zero. There's
Right.
no muscle.
Right.
There's no body fat. He is literally a skeleton with skin on it.
Yes, and his jawline is nuts.
He's
Like,
so
it's
gaunt
crazy.
and like he looks sick. And then not there, I don't think too far after this, he then
Bulks up.
bulks up.
Yeah, because this is 2004, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2005.
So he literally, his
bulked up.
body is like up and down, up and down.
Yeah.
He's got to have, he's obviously rich enough to have medical team.
Nutritionist.
Yes,
Yeah.
but like he has to have had kidney issues, liver issues, like some type of
Only
issues.
imagine there would be some organs shut down with that type of
Well, and
behavior.
now
Yeah.
he's gaining weight and losing weight for roles. So now he's the opposite spectrum of it.
Right.
So I would be so interested to find out like what the fuck is going on with this guy's body,
Dude,
because it can't be normal.
The further down this list, you will see all these roles where he did go nuts on one side.
Weight, yeah,
or another.
So The Machinist, kind of Memento time, kind of that kind of thing, and it was very much like kind of a thriller. Like there's a mystery, he's trying to solve it. We're trying to figure out what's going on. It's very good. It's just a little slow. It's a little slow,
but it's also another good role.
Yeah.
Right? Like this one probably cemented like where it's like, oh, Christian Bale can act.
He's a real actor. But I would say like that movie got a lot of buzz because of his physical appearance.
Yes, this is true. Sorry, we don't mean to spend the entire episode on this, but it is monumental to his acting
But I think
filmography.
I think that his commitment to transforming his body for these roles is something that we would be remiss if we didn't talk about it.
I agree. Sorry. Okay, continue.
His next movie was Howl's Moving Castle.
Oh, the
He was a voice.
anime?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't realize
He's the
he
voice
did.
of Howl.
I didn't realize he does these.
If you think about
voices.
it, if he was so gaunt in The Machinist, Howl's Moving Castle came out the same year.
Okay.
So if he was doing it simultaneously, that makes sense because he's just a voice.
Yeah.
Right. Sure. Yeah. Okay.
And blanket statement.
Yeah.
Studio Ghibli, incredible.
The ones that do it, you mean?
No, the Studio Ghibli movies.
That's what I mean. The ones that produce these films.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're incredible movies.
Right.
Like
right.
even if you're not even an anime person, they're incredible.
They like span the gap almost
They're
a little bit.
beautiful.
So a year is 2004.
Four.
Okay.
Yeah. Harsh Times.
Never heard of
Oh, see, I always thought that came
Never
out
heard of it?
after Batman.
I think this was a Blockbuster exclusive.
was.
Can I see the
It
front
was.
cover?
It had, I remember the blue frame around it.
Oh, I
Yep.
remember this. I just don't even know what it's about. Couldn't tell you.
It's probably about prison.
I was going to say,
think
looks
it
like
is.
prison.
I think it is.
A tough-minded drama about two friends in South Central LA and the violence that comes between
Oh,
them.
that's right. It's almost like gang.
No,
violence
thank
stuff.
you.
Yeah.
Okay. Then he did a movie called Batman Begins.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, but you're right. So in Harsh Times, which assuming when Harsh Times was made, we don't know.
He's a little.
He looks a little
He's
bit
a little muscular.
But then Batman, dude, he gained, if I'm not mistaken, I think he put on 20 pounds of muscle for that
He's
role.
each movie he's thicker.
Because he's pretty thick as Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, he's muscular, but in Batman Begins, he's
It's
the
not.
smallest.
No, I actually think he's the smallest in Dark Knight.
Okay, fine. I just remember Dark
I
Knight
think
Rises.
he bulked
looks
up for
ridiculous.
that one. He bulked up for that one. Dark Knight Rises was different. Yeah.
Possibly.
But But yeah, man, like, can you imagine Machinist, even a year or 2 years, going from that to then.
Well,
like,
he literally must have started putting on muscle, assumably for harsh times.
Yeah.
And then they were like, "Hey, just keep doing it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Just keep working on it.
You're doing good.
Continue eating your apple.
Just
lift some weights.
Don't do the Machinist anymore, because that will be a bad Batman.
Yeah. No, I mean, come on,
Can you
dude.
imagine?
It's just like
yeah. You know what it's called? Robert Pattinson.
He looked okay.
Okay, he bulked up a tad, but that demand he's being difficult on set. So
no, I mean, come on. What are you gonna say about Batman Begins? It's great. Like,
it is great. I rewatched it, and it is for what it was as the Batman film to start that trilogy off. It is a decent film.
it's not my favorite one.
No.
I think Liam Neeson plays a decent bad guy.
He does play a great Ra's al Ghul.
I think it was for the better that they didn't make him. Ra's al Ghul is the correct villain for him to play.
Yes,
where
I agree.
he's kind of more reserved
Yeah.
as a bad guy versus being wild and zany and like crazy.
I think that when I rewatch that film, even though I love Christopher Nolan films, when I rewatch that film, I remember thinking like Bruce Wayne, Christian Bale, he was never the star of those movies. It was always the other villains. All of them.
Yeah.
All of them. It's Batman's rogues gallery that normally takes the stage.
Yeah.
But like in this one, he is a very subdued Bruce Wayne. There's not a lot of like drama out of him very often.
Yeah.
He's very cold as a Bruce Wayne. So anyway, whatever. But he was Batman, and we thank him for it.
His next movie was The New World.
Pocahontas movie.
Pocahontas movie.
Who did he play?
John Rolfe.
More
Okay,
like
I was close.
Pocahontas,
Who is John Smith?
Okay.
Yeah.
I watched it. It's a drama.
I passed on it.
It definitely gives a closer version of what actually happened to the real Pocahontas versus the Disney movie.
Right.
Because that's anywhere close what happened to that poor woman.
Right. Okay. Fair.
But yeah, it's a downer.
Okay.
That's all I have to say
It's a
about
downer.
it.
We need a banger and a downer. But
Wah, wah.
okay.
His next movie is called Rescue Dawn.
Oh, have you seen that?
Never heard of it.
That's
It's like
great
he's
movie.
stranded.
Yeah, it's a great movie actually. Hey, at least I've seen another one.
Sure.
The Prestige.
So
good.
Banger. I think I've now hit 10 or 12.
Yeah, no, you're.
Yeah,
I think
probably.
you got to be. I think I'm still at like 6.
I definitely had a time where he was one of my favorite actors where I was like, Christian Bale
had-
movie.
He had a unique look to him, and then he didn't always use his English accent. Now that I thought he was Australian, because
He has a pretty
when he can use that, it's good.
I mean,
It's
he's
good.
got a good American
But
accent.
I don't think he plays English in Prestige. I think they both play American magicians.
It's been so long since I've seen that movie. I need to watch it again. Because that's another Christopher Nolan movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this one's this is the Christopher Nolan side of it, though. His Christian Bale's character is probably one of my favorite characters he's played.
No, it's great.
Because he does clone, but only once, and they live together as two people. But then Hugh Jackman
Wait.
in The Prestige.
I thought they were twins.
Wait, he didn't clone?
I thought they were. It's been a really long time.
He went to
since
go
I've
see
seen-
Tesla, clones, and then they are twins, but then they leave it at that, and they live their life as twins.
Oh, see,
And then I thought Hugh Jackman clones, and then his solution is not
He
to live
clones
together.
every single time.
He kills the
Yes.
next clone, and the next one lives their life over and over and over again.
I'm gonna have to. This is gonna have to be the one I watch again.
Yeah.
because I honestly think it's been 10 years.
I swear that was the
I
story.
thought they
'cause-
were twins.
No, see, that's why I thought it was very unique, is that it shows how two people with the same opportunity to have power
Yes.
used it differently.
I'm gonna watch it again. I'll
Because
report back to
Christian
you.
Bale didn't kill anyone.
No.
And they live a very difficult life.
As one person.
As one person.
Yes.
Where Hugh Jackman's character straight up just murders his other of him
Yeah.
over and over and over again. So I think Scarlett Johansson was in that one too.
Or was
right?
that The Illusionist?
No, Illusionist is with freaking Edward Norton, and it's terrible.
Yes.
It's not as good. Yeah.
Because David Bowie is Tesla.
Freaking Bowie, dude. I'm sorry. So we will have
Stop
to
apologizing after every
Okay, I am not
discussion.
sorry any
You're
longer.
not sorry.
No, I need to watch that one again.
Yeah. Okay.
310 to Yuma.
Wasn't
pretty
that
good.
good? That was good. I remember
good.
that being good.
It's a Western.
Is Russell Crowe in that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
It's good. It's like a train heist kind of
I
thing.
think after Christian Bale did Batman and then Prestige, then he was up in the top tier actor, and these movies started to be like, boom, it's Christian
he was
Bale.
big
dude.
time in it.
It's
Yeah.
Christian Bale now.
Yeah.
Christian Bale mode. It's like Beast mode, but it's
Sure.
Bale mode.
Sure.
I'm not there.
Is that the Bob Dylan
It was
movie?
Bob Dylan. Yeah.
Does
He played Bob Dylan?
No.
Oh, okay.
He played Jack / Pastor John.
I know I've seen I'm Not There. I couldn't even
What's the
tell
cover
you.
look like, Ash?
I think it was where a bunch of different people played Bob Dylan, but I know Kate Blanchett played Bob Dylan.
Was this right before? Oh, geez. Okay, I remember that. Yep, Kate Blanchett as freaking Bob Dylan. That was actually kind of a cool role for her.
Yes.
And we should do the street cred on her too.
Yeah, I think she's incredible.
Mm-hmm.
The Dark Knight.
Never heard of it.
I rewatched it again. It is still incredible. The first opening scene of the bank, like, I'm supposed to kill the bus driver. It's amazing. But again, Christian Bale, great Batman. Great Well, okay. Yes, great Batman. Subdued Bruce Wayne. Like, very,
Yeah.
like, I'll be the hero that they need me to be.
Yeah.
But the Dark Knight was, I think, if I'm not mistaken, his pinnacle.
I
in
think it's the
films,
best of the three.
Because what year are we at?
2008.
I think that from that point on, even though he did a film, I don't know if his popularity continued.
I think he was still very popular for a few years after
hot.
this.
I would say though that he rode this because Dark Knight was freaking talked about for years.
It's still talked about.
I think he rode that for a while, but then I think we're gonna. You know how every actor has that little. It's like time for a lull.
Yeah.
I feel like that's coming up.
But I think he's.
But you got Rises.
I think he's about to win an Academy Award after this. Somewhere after this. I think he's.
Did he win an Academy
think he
Award?
has.
Or he was nominated?
I know. I think he's been nominated a couple.
Maybe I'll
times, but
eat
I
crow
think
on
he
this. Maybe
won.
there's a bunch of bangers coming up, but
Terminator Salvation.
nope.
This is where he's screaming at the people working on the movie.
Do I walk? You walking through my fucking set? Do I fucking walk through your lights? You stupid idiot! And he does it, dude. He berates this lighting technician for like 10 minutes, man. And he's just like, I'm sorry. Don't be fucking sorry. Be different.
That's the worst thing you could say to someone.
He's so mad. Oh my God. I think that's when people were like, oh dude, is he a dick? Like Tom Cruise is a dick on set. Like Bruce Willis is a dick on set. Like, are these guys like this sometimes? I think no one really got the insight of what film sets were like. And then Christian Bale's freaking shit goes viral. Because I remember it was just audio. That's all I ever heard. I don't know if there was video ever associated
I don't
with
know
it,
if
but
there ever was. Same with the Tom Cruise one.
Yeah.
But like, and not to make this a long conversation, but like, at least Tom Cruise's meltdown was like,
it was for
kind of
just
noble.
cause.
Yeah.
He was just mad that
He's
he
like,
was.
people need jobs.
Yeah, fuck. So anyway, Christian Bale, you were super. You were a
Terminator
dick.
Salvation, not great.
Terminator Salvation, was he John Connor?
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
the future, right?
Yeah.
And isn't
There's a lot of like mech suits and shit.
Sam Worthington in that one too?
I think so.
And he's helping.
I
Okay.
think honestly, there's been so many
I know,
Terminators.
I know.
I have not caught up with them.
Chris said something. He said that maybe Terminator had a deal as well where they had to make one or they'd lose the rights.
Oh, I think so.
So then they just started making shit all for a while.
I don't know.
Anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
Public Enemies.
That's good.
Johnny Depp, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was good.
Gangsters, something like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a classic gangster movie. Honestly, it's done very well.
Yeah.
And Johnny Depp's great in it too.
Yeah, he was good.
The Fighter.
Oh,
That's where he's thin again.
he did
Yeah.
lose a bunch of weight for that.
Who else is in that? Mark Wahlberg?
Yeah.
No. Oh, it is Mark Wahlberg.
I think that's what he won an Academy Award for.
Because he's Mark Wahlberg's trainer.
Or they're brothers or something.
Are they? No. There's Warrior where Tom.
They're brothers.
Oh, it is? Oh, okay. Never mind. Because they don't fight each other. He's his trainer.
Yeah, one is I
Yeah.
think he's like an older box. He used to box or something.
That's what it is. No, you're right. He used to be a
He
professional boxer.
did win Best Performance by an Actor in a Supporting Role.
Okay.
Beep, beep, beep.
Okay. I do remember that one getting praised, though. You're right. But you're right. Back to weight fluctuation
Yeah.
because he does
Thin.
lose a lot of weight for that role.
Yep.
Not as much as the machinist, but he's
No,
skinny.
he was
Yeah.
very thin.
Yep.
The Flowers of War.
Never even heard of it.
No, I passed up on
It has a
that.
7.5 on IMDb.
Really?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow. All right.
I've never heard of it. And then he did The Dark Knight Rises.
Damn. So he did.
What did you
The
have
Fighter,
for breakfast?
Yeah.
where he was super thin,
Yeah.
And then goes back and does Batman again.
and then he like bulked back up.
But I don't know. In The Dark Knight Rises, the only time that you see him with his shirt off is when he's got a bunch
I
of
was going to say,
bruises.
he's probably wearing a muscle suit.
No,
well, he
no,
looked.
he's
his muscles
old.
looked crazy. He was too bulky.
He's old because in that one he's supposed to be in his like almost 50 or something like that, and still being Batman.
What?
And yeah, that's what he's
How
supposed
is
to
he
be.
supposed to be 50?
They gave him gray hair. He walks with a cane because he's hurt so much. And he has bruises all over his body. And I remember that's the only scene I think that you have showing what his physique was. But I don't think it was
I'll be
the
honest.
same. Yeah.
I've watched that one time.
Well, I remember because I was like, this is weird that I understand Batman needing to retire. I understand him needing to be like,
Yeah.
it's over. But it was interesting that they made him seem so old man.
Well, because then, I remember, Bane breaks his back and stuff, and then he's living in that.
for breakfast.
How does that coincide with your New Year's resolutions? That's the one I say all the time.
So funny. Freaking Bane, dude.
And then he's like in the tube in the ground, the tunnel in the ground thing.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And I just remember being like, what is this? This movie is so long.
It was super
It was
long.
so slow.
I think Bane was an interesting character, but it's funny because they made him a strategic war or strategic.
They almost made him like a warlord.
Yeah, he
Like-
very much was like a military strategist in that.
Yes.
Where we grew up with Bane being
Uma
like
Thurman Bane.
being like Hulk smash is
Yes.
basically what he was. Bane was some dumb.
First of all, where is his accent?
who?
Bane is not Tom Hardy.
I know.
Bane is Hispanic.
I know.
First of all,
his name's Victor, isn't it, or something like that?
something
Or-
like that. But he's Hispanic, and then he like this like the T serum or whatever the hell it is. Like,
yeah.
where the hell was that?
Nothing. I think in this one what happens if you don't have your mask? It would be very painful.
Right,
I think that's all you get out of it. I think that he
Do you ever see him without his mask on?
he takes it off, and I don't think you see his face. It's like a silhouette or something
Yeah.
like that. But no,
And then doesn't Batman smash it in or something?
I don't remember, man. I do
He
remember.
pulls the tubes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. And he's like, "Whoa."
I honestly, I don't like that movie.
I think a lot of
don't
people
love
were
it.
frustrated with Bane's casting, not because they didn't like Tom Hardy, but because that's not Bane.
Yeah,
I don't
and-
like Tom Hardy.
Bane was not. Maybe in the comics that I never read. maybe with Bane's deep lore, he had some more intelligent
So,
writing about
Bane,
him. But
from what I remember,
yeah,
he was almost his character was very akin to a luchador.
yeah, okay.
He was
sure,
a fighter.
sure,
And so
but ripped and bigger than Batman by twice his
he was
size.
like an upside down triangle.
Always.
Yes.
And then Tom Hardy is littler than Christian
He's a
Bale.
little man.
Yes.
Yeah, so the idea that Bane comes in and it didn't work for me. They should have made him somebody else.
I understand. Even Christian Bale or Christopher Nolan had to shoot that movie with camera work to make Tom Hardy look bigger than Christian Bale.
Oh, yeah.
Because Christian Bale was already a pretty big dude compared to Tom Hardy, right? From size.
Yeah, I guess.
He's taller for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah. So anyway, this ended the reign of Batman. Christian Bale got to throw in the towel, be like, I'm done. And then after you lose a role like that, I kind of feel like that's your identity for a while.
Yeah. He's Batman.
Tom, who's Spider-Man? What's his name?
Tom Holland.
Tom Holland is going to have to shake Spider-Man for a long time after
Yeah.
he's done with the role.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Tobey Maguire was Spider-Man forever.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm
was-
the kind of person
yeah.
make that money and then get the hell out of there.
This is true. So sorry. Okay, Christian Bale. I said sorry again. Christian Bale. Batman was over. The role of him as Batman was okay. I know we might not. We just shat
Yeah.
on Bane, But Batman wasn't bad. He retires, has his cup of joe, and then what does he do next?
Out of the Furnace.
Never heard of it.
Nope.
You think that was one of those films that we always talk about where they had
It was done before?
The editing was all done. They just waited until his
Yeah,
popular
probably.
movie was released
Probably.
to release it.
American Hustle.
This is where he got fat for the role.
Yeah,
I say fat, but he's got a gut. He's got a belly, but
Yeah, he's not muscular anymore. He's
Yeah.
like overweight.
yep. And
But
this
he's
is
not like a big dude.
This is also when Jennifer Lawrence was getting popular.
Yeah.
And I remember I didn't recognize that it was Christian Bale at first because doesn't he have like a stash and a Hawaiian shirt most of the?
He's in like a brown suit.
Yeah.
In like
Oh, he is
amber
in a brown
sunglasses, and he's
suit.
like balding.
That's right.
and
That's
Bradley
right.
Cooper's in this.
Yep, Bradley Cooper is in it.
I saw like half of it.
What is the story about? I'm sorry, I forget. Because he's some like 70s bigwig or something like that, right? Or
Yeah.
80s or.
A con man, Irving Rosenfeld, along with his seductive partner, Sidney Prosser, is forced to work for a wild FBI agent, Richie DeMasso, who pushes them into a world of Jersey power brokers and the mafia.
That's what it is. He's mafia.
Yeah,
right?
I remember it was one where like I like had started it because I was like, hell yeah, I
I
love
think it got
like
Academy Awards as well. I thought American Hustle was at least nominated for a
did
bunch.
she win an Academy Award for that?
It was
yeah.
nominated,
Yeah.
but nobody.
What did
Okay.
she win an Academy Award for?
It definitely was not Mystique.
No, Jennifer Lawrence.
I know,
She
I
won an
don't
Academy.
remember.
Silver Linings Playbook, maybe.
Oh, you're probably right.
Oh, with Brad, with the Coops.
Bradley Cooper.
Yeah.
No, I remember I started watching American Hustle and I had to turn it off for some reason, and it was very much just like I'm not going to finish it.
Oh yeah, okay.
It's worth one watch,
Yeah.
I think. Exodus, Gods and Kings.
Oh,
I
God.
heard about that.
Wasn't this a really bad movie? Hold on, can I see the cover?
Sure, it's like Moses parting the Red Sea.
Oh, never mind. It's
You're
it's a
thinking
religious
of-
film.
I didn't watch that one.
No.
You're thinking of one with Gerard Butler and Jamie Lannister,
I think so. Yes, I think you're right. Yeah.
where they are in Egypt and they're all
Yes.
white dudes.
Yes. Yeah, we talked about this in a previous one too. Okay.
Knight of Cups. Knight
see,
with a K.
That's what I'm saying, dude. He ended up he wasn't Batman anymore, and he tried to do other stuff, and nobody wanted to watch it.
The Big Short.
Okay, no, that actually was a movie that won something.
I've never heard of that.
The Big Short. It's basically
It's Steve Carell.
it's about a group of investors betting against the housing market crash before it happened, and then they scooped up all the residual revenue from
It
people
did
losing.
win one Oscar for Best Writing.
Okay, there you go.
Interesting.
But it's Steve Carell, him, two other dudes.
Brad Pitt
Yeah.
and Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, The Big Short is actually supposed to be a very good movie, and I have
heard it's
not.
good. I haven't
I have
seen
not watched it, and I feel bad.
Interesting.
I feel bad.
The
Christian
movie
Bale
you're-
has like a Sears portrait dad look.
The movie you're thinking of is called Gods of Egypt.
Oh God, it's so bad.
That looks terrible.
It's really bad. It's like all really badly green screened,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
bad.
Okay.
His next movie was called The Promise.
Nope.
Nope. See, this I knew
Yeah,
I was like
the lull was
mid
coming.
2000s,
Yep.
like I'm there, and then I knew because I know I haven't seen anything.
I was a
recent.
little too advanced because The Dark Knight Rises obviously would keep the popularity up there.
Yeah.
He tried American Hustle. It was okay, and then it was like,
Can I continue?
well, we're on 4 movies so far. You got another one?
Hostiles.
We're on 5 movies now.
Mowgli, Legend of the Jungle.
6
He
movies
was
now?
the voice of Bagheera.
Okay.
Interesting.
Vice.
See, I knew he was Dick Cheney, where he gained a lot of
Right.
weight.
That's right. He did play Dick Cheney.
Apparently, that movie's pretty good.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it.
Did he win anything for that role? Because I think playing Dick Cheney and gaining that much weight is a pretty big
He
deal.
looked just like him.
Yeah.
It won an Oscar.
Okay.
Best achievement in makeup and hairstyling.
Yeah.
Oh,
of
I'm not
course,
shocked.
Of course. Just like a Monster, too, won for something like that, too, I thought.
And then he did Ford versus Ferrari.
Oh, I forgot about that. Was that Matt Damon is in that one, right? Matt Damon. Is he in that?
Yes,
Yeah.
Matt Damon.
Yeah, it's literally it's about the two companies facing each other for who has the fastest car.
Oh, that sounds fucking boring.
Yes.
And that's all that's come out so far. He has some coming out soon.
Why does that
Whoa,
feel like there
Ford
was
versus Ferrari. That was a couple years
Why
ago.
does that feel
That
like
was
a
2019.
Gap? When was
Damn.
Batman Rises? Or Dark Knight Rises?
Dark Knight Rises was 2012.
Okay, that's 10 years.
Wow.
And we only talked about, what, 6 more films after that?
Wow.
In 10 years, he only
In
did
7 years, yeah.
In 7 years?
Because Ford vs. Ferrari was 2019.
So he literally has done nothing now for 2
He just
or almost
stopped
3
during the
years.
pandemic.
Was he
'Cause
one
he
of the
did-
few actors that wasn't like, I'll
So-
sign up for the Netflix, I'll do anything?
After Dark Knight,
contract.
Out of the Furnace and American Hustle were in 2013. Exodus, Gods and Kings was 2014. Knight of Cups was 2015. Big Short was 2015. The Promise was 2016. Hostiles was 2017. Mowgli and Vice were 2018. Ford vs. Ferrari is 2019. Nothing in 2020. Nothing 2021.
I actually think
Wow.
Ford versus Ferrari won something too.
Well, let me find out.
I do. So Christian Bale has actually been in many films that I think were acclaimed.
It won 2 Oscars.
Yep, that's what I thought.
Oh, come on. I clicked the wrong
Actually
thing.
pretty decent. It's actually another movie.
It won for Best Achievement in Film Editing and
Okay.
Best Achievement in Sound Editing.
Oh, see, I love movies that have great sound. I just watched a movie called Rush that has Chris Hemsworth in it. And the guy that plays oh my God, I'm going to forget his name. In the Marvel movies, in Civil War, he's the bad guy that pits Tony against Captain America. Zemo.
Oh,
I don't know who that actor
That
is.
guy,
That actor,
Baron
though,
Zemo?
him and Chris Hemsworth are actually in a film about Formula One racing.
Really? Oh, that one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Niki Lauda. It's actually incredible. It's actually a great freaking film. It's just
Really?
long. Yeah, it's
I
really
just don't
good.
give a shit about cars.
No, you shouldn't, and it's not about it. It's Ron Howard, I think, directed it, but it's actually a really good film.
So coming up, he's got something untitled that comes out in November.
Well, at least he's doing something.
A movie
Jeez.
called The Pale Blue Eye,
Okay.
The Church of Living Dangerously, and then Thor Love and Thunder.
Oh, what is he going to be in that?
He's the bad guy.
Gore the God Butcher.
Oh, dang. Okay, that's kind of cool. I like that he gets to have another bad role because, like Amanda said earlier, he is
He's
a
a
good
good bad
villain.
guy. That's
Yeah.
it. That's it, folks.
Daniel Bruhl is Baron Zemo.
Daniel Bruhl. I actually like that guy as an actor.
I like him.
Yep.
No,
I don't know if I got to 12. I may have gotten to 10. Maybe.
I think I said 2.5. I think I saw 5.5.
Okay, so you were on a better.
I said 10 to
positive
12.
note.
I think I saw
I
10 to
forgot.
12.
I forgot there were 3 Batman movies.
That's why I was
Right.
like, there's at least 3.
What
And
did
then
we
I
forget
saw-
about the Bane one?
I know. I forgot about Batman Begins.
Oh, the one that started it all.
Yeah, but I feel like there was such a disconnect between Batman Begins and Dark Knight.
because Dark Knight was so talked about.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one remembers Batman.
Yeah,
Begins.
I didn't remember Batman Begins. So I saw those 3. I saw American Hustle and
The Prestige.
Prestige.
And the Prestige, yeah.
And then half of American Psycho.
Oh, right. Yeah, I remember that one made you uncomfortable, I think.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't want to watch this anymore.
It's not for the faint of heart.
You fell asleep. I was at a house by myself. I didn't want to watch it.
So Christian Bale,
Yeah.
we like him, right? We agree that we like him as an actor.
Yeah.
I'm indifferent to him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair.
I
I-
won't watch a movie because Christian Bale's in it.
Would you
Yeah.
say over the last 20 years he's been an iconic actor? Or you think he kind of swims in the sea of middle ground?
Unfortunately, I mean, due to the success of the Batman movies, I think you
Yeah.
have to say he's somewhat iconic.
If he didn't have Batman, do you think he would like?
It would be a lot of this middle ground kind
Yeah,
of stuff.
fair
I
enough.
think he's a good actor.
Yeah.
I think he does well. He obviously commits 185 million %.
Yeah, he does.
But like,
Yeah.
That's a really great number.
yeah,
185 million %.
I think that I don't know. I mean, I think he's a good actor.
Yeah.
I think that he's obviously very choosy about what he does.
So cheesy.
I don't know. What movie are you going to go watch now?
Actually, the fact that there's great sound editing, and it's the last one he really did. I want to see Ford versus Ferrari.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep, I'll see that one for sure. And The Big Short. Both of those, I think I deserve a watch. What about you?
Prestige.
Oh, again? Because you need to see. I could be wrong, but that's why I was intrigued about the film in the first place. Is I swear that he goes and sees Tesla, and basically he goes, "What was the secret?" And he's like, "I'm not going to tell you."
Yeah.
And it's like, so it wasn't just that they were twins; it's that he made a copy, but then lived as a twin forever.
It's that to me is I remember when it came out.
Yeah.
I was like, this movie is so good.
Right.
And then I just didn't. I think I watched it like twice.
Yeah.
Like right when it came out, and then I didn't watch it again. Like I own it on DVD.
Yeah.
I just never watched it.
I just don't remember him saying in it that I have a like biological twin.
See,
I thought he says that I had to live together as a family and be secretive, and then he goes through what they did.
The way I remember it,
the
way he was able to be in two places at once is because he was two people.
Yeah, correct. Which is true.
His twin.
Right.
But then they were twins from birth. That's how they were two people.
Right.
But then Hugh Jackman was able to be in two places at once because he cloned himself.
Right.
So and they were both trying to figure out how the other one did it.
Well, see, and I could be wrong, but for some reason, Hugh Jackman goes to see Tesla because I thought
Hugh Jackman was trying to figure out how Christian Bale was doing
But
it.
I thought Christian Bale went to Tesla first, and Hugh Jackman's character finds out about it, which is why he seeks it.
Well, I'll have to watch it and I'll tell you.
I don't know. I don't remember now.
Yeah.
To be honest, it doesn't really change the story that much.
No.
But it is like if it was at birth, I understand, but they like shared each other's wife.
Yeah, because nobody could know the secret.
Right.
So
and that's kind of crazy that you let your brother share your wife.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Right.
There's a scene where she's fighting with him and she's like, today you love me and tomorrow you won't, or something like that.
Right. Yeah, because one of them loved her and the other one didn't.
Yes.
Yep. I remember that.
So I have to watch it.
No more secrets.
Yeah.
That's from that movie.
Sure.
I forget that lady's name. So it's Scarlett Johansson as the female love interest, and then another girl, the one that
The wife.
is the wife. And I forget her name, but I really like her. And in a lot of roles that she's played. So I forget her name. You want to say like Maria Bell, but that is not her
Piper
name.
Perabo?
No.
Rebecca Hall?
Yes, Rebecca Hall. Rebecca Hall.
I don't even know who she is.
Rebecca Hall has played in a lot of roles, and it's like one of those people that you don't realize she's been the one that was in that role, or like you see the movie later and like, oh, that's right, she looks familiar. So, cool. Hey, Christian Bale, don't walk in front of my lights. And also, I'm sorry I called you Australian and that you were a whale.
Yeah, sure.
What do you call a person from Wales?
Whaling.
Aren't they Welsh?
Yeah, but that you say they are Welsh. Do you say a Welshman?
I have no
Just
idea.
like we're Washingtonians.
No idea.
Guys, if there's movies on this list, and I say guys as our listeners that are still here, if there's movies on this list that are Christian Bale that we need to either rewatch and or watch because we missed it, hit us up. Let us know.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm definitely gonna throw something on our Instagram. So check us out Instagram at Real Awkward Podcast. Tell us what your favorite Christian Bale movie is. I would be curious to know.
Heck yeah. Or they can hit up our Patreon.
Oh, I was like, our Instagram.
Again.
Yeah, I was like,
And our TikTok.
sure. Andy's starting that.
So many videos.
It's so bad. It's so bad. We're scared.
We also have a Patreon, patreon.com/Real Awkward Podcast. You guys can go check that out. $3 a month. Get you some exclusive episodes and maybe some other stuff. I don't know.
I don't know. Well, maybe if I feel like it.
See what happens.
Hey, Ash, thanks for reading IMDb.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll see you later on the next one, Gator.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.